Welcome to LMC and Knowledge, Lyrics Music Channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in that light of Jesus. Okay? Okay. So, before we get into this message, I'll use my shamanic drum to cleanse the space, clear the energy, and we will go from there. Okay, so the intuitive message I have for you guys today is, with God, you already made it, okay? You already made it with God. Now I'm hearing that song, nigga, we made it. So, your bag is secured, okay? Your life is insured. It is impossible to make it without God. God heard your heart. God listens to your heart. Your heart speaks to God as it beats, okay? Your heart beats for God. You're really one of the people that God pays close attention to, because you are truly a definition of living for God, giving your life to God. Like, you are somebody God can call out and not be embarrassed or ashamed of, like, because you learn from your mistakes. You don't keep making the same thing. You don't stay in the cycle. You don't be like, oh, how much can I take, how much can I endure with some karmic, okay? When you identify something's karmic, you don't stay in it. When God tells you to leave, you leave. So the fact that you're able to do that just shows that you already made it. Because it don't matter how much money you have in the world, you ain't made it for real. It don't matter how much businesses you got. It don't matter how much cars you got. It don't matter how much status you got. You still ain't making it if you ain't with God. There are some people who are in poverty now. They're with God. Guess what? If the world ended today, they made it. If the world blew up, if something happened, God got us. He got you. You know, and that's something a lot of people can't say right now, right here. Some people, they heard of God, but they don't know God for real. You know God. You identified the energy of God in your life. You internalized his covering, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't really got the covering that they think they got. So, like, for example, God's telling me to bring up this situation, and it really shook me, but for the best reason. When my family came to visit a few days ago, when they first got here, literally the day they got here, me and my dad had went to go get some food and to go to the studio so they could, because I got music and stuff, and my music videos, they're getting edited. So I was gonna go there to, like, help direct it and see what I wanted in it and stuff like that. As we're driving, I'm just talking about God, like, more than ever. I'm just becoming, like, way super conscious of the moment that I'm in, looking at this gas station. And I had an actual recording. I don't know if I recorded it on this phone, but I was like, this is something that we need to hear. I might just put it in another video. Yeah, I'm definitely going to write it down and put it in another video, but I'm going to give you a little piece of what I was experiencing that day. But I was just talking about cars, right? And I was just like, it's so crazy how we are all connected, even though we don't know them from a can of paint, right? But we are all connected. And I was wondering, like, everywhere you go, um, everywhere we go, when we meet up at certain places, say it's the grocery store, say it's the gas station, why are you and all these people here at this moment? Even if it was just two cars at the gas station getting gas, but why are we here right now? Say you stop at a stoplight. Why are we all stopping at this stoplight right here, right now, on the same road at the same time, on the same day? What does that mean to you? And that's what I internalized. Like, wow, we are all so connected regardless. Like, we came from north, south, east, west, but we on the same street right now. And we all are connected on a spiritual level more than we even know, you know? And just knowing that right there, and I'll get into it on my other video because it was some really, really deep stuff, but I'm switching the whole topic about what I was supposed to be talking about. But I'm saying that to say how in tuned you are to the reality of God and what God has for you at this moment and what God is doing for you at this moment. You're not missing the signs. You're not ignoring what God is doing for you. Sometimes people go through a lot in life and it takes them getting out of the situation years after to see, like, wow, God was already there for me. God was already doing that for me, but it was like I couldn't feel him. I couldn't see him. I couldn't hear him. But it's like you can go through something and know that God's with you at that very moment, and you're rest assured type of energy. It's like you know you're good. You know you're okay. You don't care what's going on around you. And that's when you know you made it, because you don't live in fear. You don't live in fear like these other people. You don't fear for your life like you may have used to. I'm talking to two groups, people who are fearless and people who are walking out of fear. The abyss of fear, the consciousness of fear. You're in the consciousness of faith. You don't let anything shake your faith in God. And that's when you know you made it. It didn't matter what status you had in this life. It mattered about your relationship with God and what God is doing for you currently, right here, right now. So me, say I get super conscious right now and I'm just like, I'm here. I'm open. I'm fluid. I'm listening to God and I'm allowing God to use me to speak to you guys, to my star family. And if I wasn't connected to God, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Because a year ago, I thought I was connected to God. Years after this day, I'm going to be even more connected to God, more than I thought I was right now. And that's the goal for me, is to get deeper, deeper, deeper involved with God. Because that's when I know everything is all right, everything is okay, and I'm not paying attention to what's going on around the world, not trying to be ignorant. I know what's going on, but I'm not going to dwell into the consciousness of society and the elites and what they want us to be. It's all about the mind. They're battling. It's a silent war through the food, through social media, through these companies and programs that they make us be a part of, or we're not going to get what we need in life type stuff. They make us feel handicapped. They already handicapped us so much. They made us so codependent to them, right? Because we look to them. We turn to them for our health more than we turn to God. We pray after it got too bad instead of, oh, okay, something's shifting in my body right now. I'm going to pay attention to it right now. I'm not going to let it string on for years or months by. I'm going to actually take action with God. People are taking action without God, and that's when you ain't made it. You ain't really did it. So imagine you making a cake, right? And you're praying to God, you're talking to God every step of the way as you prepare this cake. Then imagine somebody else who's making the cake. They ain't think about God at all. They over there watching TV. They're just, and I'm not bashing anybody. Some people like to cook and watch TV shows and stuff, but I like to cook and talk to God. I like to cook and pray. Like, those are the times where I really involve God, because it's like, what are they putting in our food? So you think I'm just going to consume it and just, no. I'm going to pray over it, and I'm going to talk to God. I'm going to allow God to walk with me. You know, like a baby, when you're holding a baby's hand at the store, at the mall, like, you have to hold their hand. Or even a baby in a carrier or a stroller. I'm going to allow God to push me in that stroller, okay? I don't have to do too much, especially when I'm with God. He going to order me to do some things, but I don't got to do too much. And then just like a child, you holding their hand the whole entire way. That's what I'm allowing God to do for me right here, right now, and in the future. Being more in tune. Because once you're more in tune, that's when God can do more for you. And that's when you really made it. Like, you making it out here. Like, made it out of... I'm here and made it out of Michigan because, you know, I'm from Michigan. But really making it out of any situation you find yourself in that you're not happy about or you're not fulfilled in, God can take you out of it. You don't have to struggle with God. With God, there's no struggling. And like I said, in the position you're at right now, even if you may look at yourself, okay, my bills are behind, or I can't put food on the table, or I can't pay this, I can't do this right now, but imagine somebody famous going through something even more scarier. Somebody in a higher position, higher status, more money, and they not with God. And I said that before, but it's like, they ain't made it. You know how they want to celebrate? Oh yeah, I got this record, this #1. We made it. I'm here. No, you're not there. You're not, okay? Because that's not what it was about. I only want to be known for my purpose. I want to be known for healing and helping and guiding people. Not just, oh, she got a hit record, let's clap for her now. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm doing music for. I created music because it allowed me to voice my opinion. It allowed me to express my internal emotions, where I felt like if I said this to you, we would get into an argument. But if I say it in the studio and I put it out into the world, I ain't arguing with you. I'm just speaking my mind now. So it's like, it's allowing me to speak my mind. It's allowing me to not hold myself back. And that's what I want other people, other viewers, when you hear my music, when my music does come out, I want you to be like, wow, this is encouraging me to express myself in any way that God allows me to, right? Even if it's not like, hey, I don't create music, but I like to dance, I like to do this, I want my music to help people to step out of the box and to be whoever they're called to be, and do whatever sets their soul free. Music sets my soul free, and speaking like this to you guys sets my soul free every single day, you know? Even I was going to say that about my days on how I post. I'm definitely going to always take Saturdays off. That's one thing I do realize. But any other day besides that is just me definitely needing to balance my energy, take my spiritual baths, cleanse. You know, I got, you know, keep myself together, you know? So the days that I do miss, I'm definitely taking the time out to take care of myself and cleanse myself and study and be more prepared for the next day, for when I show up for you guys. Like, when I show up for us, we are all one. Yeah, so let's pull some cards, okay? With God, you've already made it, okay? Let's pull another card. Spirit. One card. With God, we already made it. With God, we already made it. Stand your ground. Number 7. With God, you're able to stand your ground. You're able to be bold. God gave you that confidence to speak your truth and to deny and to rebuke and to cast away. Like, God is your strength. God is your all. And that's who's keeping you standing. That's what's keeping you strong. Standing your ground is just standing on your truth, standing on what you believe in your life. Like, not letting nobody belittle you, keeping your boundaries up and firm. You know what I mean? I'm hearing the Great Wall of China or something like that. It's like you only allowing God's people into your realm. If you're not of God, I don't want you in my realm, because if you don't want to be of God, then you're gonna, I'm seeing like you in fluid, clear water, and then somebody who's not of God just coming in with black ink, trying to poison your aura. So it's like you're making sure that you're standing in your power. I like how it went to 7 to 8. You may have been born in 87 or 78. 15 may be a spiritual number, a significant month. I said month. Number for you. Or an age. So definitely standing your ground and being in your power. Like, you making it with God has you in your element. When you with God, you are in your element, okay? And you can see people who in their element or who ain't. I'm not talking about the people who just now, okay, I'm opening up to you guys. We a month in, we a week in, we a day in. I'm not judging them. I'm talking about the people who are not trying to partner up with God, trying to be with him. But like I said, you made it. You have made it. Like, it wasn't about the material realm. It was about, okay, when you're born on this earth, how God sets up so many events and cycles and situations that's going to pull you closer to him. It's supposed to pull you closer to him. So it's not going to be, you had to go through pain to gain your power. You had to go through being belittled, people dimming your light. Now it's looking like I'm hearing, who run the world? Girls, but it's like, it's a man on here too. Boy, you're running your own world now. So it's like God has given you the authority to really run your reality. You know, you're the executive of your reality. Nobody else can control you, your mind, your body, your soul. You are in control with God too. You know, I said you're the executive. God's the boss. God's the boss. You're the executive. You right there with him, right? Co-creating. Some people don't want God to co-create in their life, but when you allow God to co-create in your life, you gain that wisdom. You gain that knowledge. Now I'm seeing okay. Partnerships and alliances. So I'm just seeing God grabbing your hand. Your angels grabbing your hand. Like, I got you. We partnered up. We coming together. We're one. We gonna make it. So it's like you're speaking the truth. You're speaking something. Your throat chakra is open. You're definitely out here creating your reality with your words and your prayers and your daily affirmations, creating new beginnings for your life. Yeah. And I said the world thing, who run the world? You are in your own reality, your own world. You're not living in the government's world. You're not living in your father's world, your mother's world, your family's world. And that's why they look at you as you stand out. You stand out because you are not in their realm. Like, now people want to hop in your world now. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.